My wife threw a wine glass in my face and shouted, "Why are you always stupid?" I turned around to see all her friends laughing at me, so I quietly walked home. After she came home, her smile quickly disappeared. "Hello. Thank you for your continuous support. This means a lot to us. If you enjoy the stories we share, kindly subscribe to this channel. It will be great if you can leave a comment on which city you are watching from. We might just give you a shout out in our next story. Today's special shout out goes to Elton Grayson from Chicago. We are glad you enjoy our stories. Now let's dive into the details of today's story. You ever feel a moment stretch so thin it snaps, like a rubber band pulled past its limit? That's what it was like when the wine glass hit my face. 1 second, I'm standing there, balancing a tray of overpriced hors d'oeuvres for Vanessa's pack of hyenas she calls friends. And the next, crash, a shard of crystal slices my cheek. Red wine stings my eyes, and her voice cuts through the haze like a razor. "Why are you always so stupid, Danny?" The room erupts. Laughter, sharp, jagged, like glass itself, bounces off the marble floors of our mansion. I blink through the burn, blood and booze dripping down my chin, and there they are, her posse of Botoxed vultures, perched on my leather couches, clutching their martinis, cackling like I'm the punchline to some joke I didn't sign up for. My wife, stands in the center of it all, her blonde hair cascading like some damn movie star, her lips curled in a smirk sharper than the shard stuck in my skin. She doesn't even flinch. No apology, no gasp, nothing. Just that look, like I'm a stain on her perfect life. I don't say a word. What's there to say? 10 years I've carried her. 10 years of scrubbing cars, building a chain of washes from nothing, pouring every dime into her designer bags, her spa days, her endless parade of girls' trips to places I've never seen. And now here I am, bleeding in my own house, a clown in her circus. My hand twitches, itching to hurl the tray back at her, but I don't. I set it down slow, real slow, on the mahogany table I paid for, the one she picked out because it matched her vibe. The clink of it hitting the wood is the only sound I make. Then I turn. Their laughter chases me, nipping at my heels like dogs as I push through the double doors, out into the night. The air's cold, March cold, the kind that bites your lungs, and it shocks me awake. My shoes crunch on the gravel drive, blood still trickling down my jaw, and I'm walking. Not to the garage, not to the BMW I could have taken. No, I walk the 2 miles home like some damn pilgrim, the mansion's glow fading behind me. Cars hum past, headlights catching the red streaks on my shirt, but I keep my head down. I don't need their pity. I don't need anyone's. See, here's the thing they don't know, none of them, not Vanessa, not her leeches. This isn't the first cut she's thrown my way. 3 months ago, I started testing her. Told her the business tanked. Bad investments, creditors circling, the whole sob story. I sold the Jag, canceled the cable, let the bills pile up on the counter where she'd see them. Watched her face twist from fake concern to disgust faster than you can say prenup. I wanted to know, needed to know, if she'd stick by me when the money dried up. Spoiler alert, she didn't. She started sleeping in the guest room, locking me out like I'm some stray she regrets taking in. Called me worthless to my face, good for nothing behind my back. And tonight? Tonight was just the cherry on top of her little betrayal sundae. My cheek throbs as I trudge up the hill, the wind whipping through my thin jacket. I can still hear her voice in my head, that shrill edge she gets when she's showing off. Why are you always so stupid? Funny thing is, I'm not. I built an empire with my hands. 20 car washes, coast to coast, $1 million in the bank she doesn't even know about, tucked away where her manicured claws can't reach. I'm not stupid. I'm patient. And tonight, that patience ran out. The house looms ahead, our house, my house, the one I paid off last year while she was sipping mojitos in Bali. I fumble the keys, my fingers slick with blood, and shove the door open. Inside, it's quiet, too quiet after the chaos I left behind. The kitchen glows under the pendant lights she insisted on, the ones that cost more than my first car. I grab a towel, press it to my face, and catch my reflection in the glass cabinet. A mess, wild eyes, red-stained shirt, a man unraveling. But I'm not unraveling. Not yet. I hear her car before I see it, the purr of her Mercedes, the one I bought her for our anniversary. She's back, probably still buzzing from her little victory lap with the girls. I don't move. I just stand there, towel against my cheek, blood soaking through, waiting. The door slams open, and there she is, Vanessa, all heels and perfume, her laughter dying the second she sees me. "What the hell are you doing, Danny?" She snaps, like I'm the one who threw the glass. I don't answer. I just reach into the drawer, the one she never opens, the one with the junk she doesn't care about, and pull out the envelope. Thick, crisp, legal. I slide it across the counter, slow enough for her to feel the weight of it coming. Her eyes narrow, then widen as she reads the top, petition for dissolution of marriage. Her mouth opens, but nothing comes out. For once, she's got no lines, no script. "Danny," what she starts, but I cut her off. Not with words, with silence. I turn, grab my coat, and walk out again, leaving her there with the papers and the wreckage of her own making. She doesn't know it yet, but this is just the start. 3 months I've played her game, taken her punches, watched her dance with some slick bastard named Mark. 3 months I've built my case, brick by brick, and tonight, I light the fuse. I step into the dark, the cold wrapping around me like an old friend. She's screaming now, her voice shrill through the open door. "You can't do this to me." But I don't look back. I've got a lawyer on speed dial, a plan in motion, and a reckoning coming. She thinks she's won. She thinks I'm broken. But she's wrong. Dead wrong. And by the time I'm done, she'll wish she'd never picked up that glass. You ever build something so big it swallows you whole? That's what my car washes did. 20 of them, gleaming under neon signs from here to the coast, pumping cash into my veins like a lifeline. I made it from nothing, grease under my nails, sweat in my eyes, a kid with a bucket and a dream. And then there's Vanessa, who saw it all as her personal ATM. 3 months ago, I decided to flip the script. I wanted to see what she'd do if the money ran dry, if she'd stick around when the shine wore off. Spoiler, she didn't. But let me take you back to the start of it, the day I lit the match. It's December, gray skies, frost on the windshield, and I'm sitting across from her at our dining table, all polished oak and pretension. She's scrolling her phone, probably drooling over some influencer's yacht pics, her nails tapping like little daggers on the glass. I clear my throat, lean forward, and let it rip. "Vanessa, I've got bad news." Her head snaps up, eyes narrowing like she's already annoyed I'm interrupting her. "The business, it's gone under. Bad investments, creditors breathing down my neck. We're broke." The word broke lands like a brick through a window. Her face freezes. Those perfect brows shoot up, her lips part, and for a second, I think she might actually care. "What do you mean, broke?" she says, voice tight, like she's accusing me of stealing her favorite handbag. I play it up, slump my shoulders, run a hand through my hair, let my voice crack just enough. Everything's gone. The washes, the savings, wiped out. I don't know how we're going to make it. She stares at me, and I swear I can hear the gears grinding in her head. Then she laughs, short, sharp, like a slap. "You're kidding, right? This is a joke." I shake my head, keep my eyes on the table, tracing the grain with my finger. "No joke. I'm sorry." That's when it shifts. Her chair scrapes back. She stands up, all 5'8" of her towering in those ridiculous heels, and she says, "You're sorry? You're sorry? Do you know what this means, Danny? No more trips, no more dinners. God, I can't even get my hair done." She's pacing now, her voice climbing, and I'm just sitting there, watching the mask slip. The next week's a circus. I sell the Jag, park it in the driveway one last time, let her see some guy in a cheap suit drive it off. I cancel the cable, let the Wi-Fi die, stack fake overdue notices on the counter where she'll trip over them. She's furious, storms around the house like a hurricane in Gucci, screaming about how I've ruined her life. I take it all, every word, every glare, because this is the test. I need to know who she is when the safety net's gone. By week 2, she's a different animal. She starts staying out late, says she's with the girls, but her perfume's too heavy, her lipstick too fresh when she stumbles in at midnight. I'm on the couch. She banned me from our bed, locked the door like I'm a tenant who didn't pay rent, and I hear her giggling on the phone one night. "He's such a loser now," she whispers, thinking I'm asleep. Can't even keep the lights on. My gut twists, but I don't move. I just listen, let it sink in, let it fuel me. See, here's what she doesn't know. I'm not broke. Not even close. I've been meeting with Elena, my accountant, in a diner off the highway, greasy spoons and black coffee, the kind of place Vanessa wouldn't be caught dead in. Elena's sharp, quiet, sees numbers like they're a story. She's been moving my money. Offshore accounts, trusts, cash stashed where no one can touch it. You sure about this, Danny? She asks one night, her pen tapping the ledger. Faking bankruptcy's a hell of a risk. I nod, sip my coffee, taste the bitterness. I need to know who she is, Elena. For real. Then there's the lawyer Paul, a shark in a suit who smells blood from a mile away. We meet in his office, all glass and steel, and I lay it out. The prenup she signed when we were young and dumb. The evidence I'm starting to collect. Texts, voicemails, anything to bury her when the time comes. He grins, leans back in his chair. She's got no idea what's coming, does she? I shake my head. Not a clue. Back home, it's war. She's not just distant now, she's venomous. One night, I'm heating up leftovers, microwaves all we've got since I couldn't pay the gas bill, and she walks in, sees me with my pathetic plate of noodles. God, look at you, she sneers, arms crossed, her silk robe swishing like a snake's tail. Good for nothing. I should have known you'd drag me down. I grip the fork so hard my knuckles go white, but I don't bite back. I just nod, mutter, yeah, you're right, and let her storm off. Inside, I'm boiling, every word's a matchstick, piling up for the fire I'm gonna light. The days blur, her insults get sharper, her absence is longer. I'm sleeping on that damn couch, springs digging into my back, but I don't care. I've got my phone hidden under the cushion, recording her late-night calls when she thinks I'm out cold. He's a wreck, she says one night, her voice low and smug. I'm done with him. I hear a man's laugh on the other end, deep, slick, some bastard who thinks he's won her. My jaw clenches, but I stay still. I've got time. I've got patience. It's late one night, rain hammering the windows, when I decide it's enough. I'm staring at the ceiling, her latest barb, you're a failure, Danny, ringing in my ears. I sit up, grab my keys, and slip out. The diner's empty when I get there, just me and Elena under flickering lights. She slides a folder across the table, bank statements, asset lists, everything's safe and sound. You're set, she says, her voice steady. Whenever you're ready to pull the trigger. I nod, feel the weight of it settling in my chest. Soon, I say. Real soon. I drive back in the dark, rain streaking the windshield, my hands tied on the wheel. Vanessa's car's not in the drive. She's out again, probably with him, whoever he is. I step inside, the house cold and silent, and stand there, dripping wet, staring at the life I built for her. The test's working, she's failing, hard, and I'm almost ready to end it. Almost. But not yet. I need more. I need her to dig her own grave, so deep she can't climb out. And when she does, I'll be there, shovel in hand, ready to bury her. You ever feel like you're holding a live wire? Buzzing, burning, waiting to see if it'll fry you or light up the dark. That's me, 3 months into this damn test. Watching Vanessa twist the knife she doesn't even know I've handed her. She thinks I'm beaten, some washed-up nobody sleeping on a couch in my own house. But I'm awake, wide awake, tracking every move she makes. And tonight, I'm done guessing. Tonight, I follow her. It's a Friday, sky black as oil, the kind of night that swallows secrets whole. She's been out with the girls again, 3rd time this week, and I'm pacing the living room, the clock ticking past 11. Her perfume still hanging in the air, floral and sharp, like a warning I ignored too long. She left in a hurry, red dress, heels clicking, barely a glance my way. Don't wait up, she said, her voice dripping with that new edge she's got, like I'm a chore she's tired of doing. I didn't answer, just nodded, let her think I'm the same broken Danny she's been kicking around. But I'm not. I grab my keys, slip on a dark hoodie, and head out. The pickup's old, beat up. Perfect for blending in, not like the flashy rides I used to roll in before the bankruptcy. I spot her Mercedes 2 blocks away, weaving through traffic, and I tail her, keeping my distance. My heart's hammering, not from fear, from something darker, something that wants answers. Where's she going? Who's she meeting? I've heard the whispers on her calls, some guy's voice, smooth and smug, but I need to see it. She pulls into a ritzy part of town, condos with glass walls, the kind of place I could have bought her if I'd wanted. I park across the street, kill the engine, and watch. She steps out, all legs and confidence, her dress catching the streetlight like blood on silk. Then he's there, tall, slick hair, suit that screams money. He's waiting at the door, smirking like he owns her. My stomach lurches as she laughs, tosses her hair, and slides into his arms. They disappear inside, and I'm left there, gripping the wheel so hard my knuckles crack. Mark. That's his name. I heard her say it once, giggling into her phone like a teenager. Mark something or other, real estate hotshot, the kind of guy who'd swoop in once my empire crumbled. I pull out my phone, hand shaking, and snap pics, her car, the condo, the two of them in that split second before the door shuts. Evidence. That's what Paul, my lawyer, calls it. Build the case, Danny, he said. Make it airtight. So I do. I sit there, engine off, fog creeping up the windshield, and I build. Back home, it's worse. She's not even hiding it anymore. She stumbles in at 2 a.m., lipstick smudged, her laugh too loud for the empty house. I'm on the couch, pretending to sleep, but my eyes are slits, watching her kick off her heels and sway to the kitchen. She doesn't check on me, doesn't care. She grabs a bottle of my whiskey, the good stuff I kept for rare nights, and pours herself a glass. God, what a night, she mutters, like I'm not there, like I'm a ghost in my own damn life. Then the phone rings. She answers it, voice dropping low, and I hear it again. That laugh, the one she used to give me back when I was her golden ticket. Yeah, he's a wreck, she says, leaning against the counter, sipping my drink. Can't even look at him anymore. You should have seen him today, pathetic. My blood's boiling, but I don't move. I let her talk, let her dig. Soon, baby, she whispers. I'm done here. The call ends, and she staggers upstairs, leaving the glass half empty, a red smear on the rim. I wait till her door clicks shut, then I'm up, silent as a shadow. I grab the glass, her prints, her lipstick, and bag it. Paranoid? Maybe. But Paul says every detail counts, and I'm not taking chances. I've got a shoebox under the couch now, texts I've screenshot, voicemails I've saved, pictures from tonight. It's my arsenal, and it's growing. The insults don't stop either. Next morning, she's hungover, sprawled on the couch I slept on, barking orders like I'm her servant. Give me coffee, Danny. And don't screw it up, you're useless enough as it is. I bite my tongue, brew it black, hand it over. She smirks, takes a sip, then spits it on the floor. Tastes like crap. Figures. I clean it up, head down, but inside I'm counting. Every jab, every sneer, another nail in her coffin. Elena's my lifeline through it all. We meet at the diner again, rain streaking the windows, her laptop glowing between us. She's got updates, my money's safe, my business humming along under a shell company Vanessa doesn't know about. You're holding up okay? She asks, her voice soft but steady. I shrug, rub my eyes. Barely. She's screwing some guy named Mark. Saw them last night. Elena's quiet, then slides a coffee my way. You don't deserve this, Danny. I don't answer. Just drink. Let the heat burn away the ache. That night, I'm back on the couch, her words looping in my head. Pathetic, useless, done here. I'm staring at the ceiling when I hear her again. Another call, her voice drifting down the stairs. He's nothing, Mark. A shell. I'm just waiting for the right moment. My fists clench, nails digging into my palms, but I don't storm up there. I don't scream. I breathe, slow, deep, and let it sink in. She's not just failing the test. She's torching the dam bridge. I slip outside, the air cold and damp, and light a cigarette, first one in years. The smoke curls up, gray against the black, and I feel it settling in my chest. Resolve, hard as steel. She thinks she's playing me, thinks I'm the fool crashing and burning. But I'm not crashing. I'm building, brick by brick, lie by lie, and when I'm done, she'll be the one in ashes. I flick the cigarette into the dark, watch the ember die, and make a promise. One more push, one more piece, and I'm ready to pull the pin. She's got no idea what's coming. No idea at all. You ever feel the air shift, like a storm's rolling in, heavy and electric, just before the first crack of thunder? That's what it's like standing in my kitchen, blood still tacky on my cheek from Vanessa's wine glass stunt, waiting for her to walk through that door. 3 months I've played her game, swallowed her venom, watched her dance with Mark, let her think I'm a dead man walking. Tonight, that ends. Tonight, I drop the hammer. The house is quiet, too quiet, after the chaos of her little dinner party. I can still hear their laughter in my head, those vultures she calls friends, cackling as the glass shattered against my face. "Why are you always so stupid, Danny?" she'd screamed, and I'd walked away 2 miles in the cold, blood dripping, rage simmering. But I'm not walking now. I'm standing, towel pressed to my cut, staring at the envelope on the counter. Thick, white, pristine. Petition for dissolution of marriage. Paul, my lawyer, had it ready weeks ago. I just didn't know when to pull the trigger. Until tonight. Her Mercedes purrs into the drive, same car I bought her, same smug hum she rides on my dime. The door slams open, and there she is, Vanessa, all heels and glitter, her laughter spilling in like she's still on stage. She's buzzing, high on her own cruelty, her blonde hair mussed from whatever victory lap she took with her posse. "Oh, you're still here," she says, spotting me, her voice sharp as a blade. She snatches it, rips it open, and I watch her eyes dart across the words. Dissolution, marriage, irreconcilable differences. Her mouth opens, then shuts, then opens again, like a fish gasping on dry land. "Danny, what?" She starts, but I cut her off. Not with a shout, not with a fist on the counter, just one line, low and steady, like a gunshot in the dark. "You failed the test." She blinks, confusion twisting her face. "Test? What the hell are you talking about?" Her voice climbs, shrill and desperate, but I don't flinch. I lean in, just enough to smell her perfume, floral and fake, like her, and let it spill. 3 months ago, I told you the business tanked. Told you we were broke. Wanted to see what you'd do, who you'd be. And you. I pause, let the weight settle. You showed me. Her eyes widen, then narrow, fury boiling up fast. "You're insane," she spits, crumpling the papers in her fist. "You think this is a game? You can't do this to me. Danny, I'll take everything. The houses, the cars, the money. I'll ruin you." She's screaming now, her face red, veins popping in her neck, but I don't budge. I've seen this coming. I've planned for it. I pulled a prenup from the same drawer, 10 years old, ink faded but ironclad, and slap it down like a winning hand. "You signed this, Vanessa. Day we got married. You get nothing, nada, zip, unless I say so. And I don't." Her jaw drops, and for the first time, I see it. Panic, real and raw, clawing up from under her perfect mask. She lunges for the prenup, scans it, her hands shaking so bad the paper rattles. This isn't fair," she shrieks. "I'll fight it. I'll get a lawyer." "Go ahead," I say, voice flat. "Paul's already got the evidence. Your texts, your calls, those late nights with Mark. Adultery's a hell of a leverage, sweetheart." Her head snaps up, eyes wild, and I swear I can hear her heart stop. "You've been spying on me?" she whispers, like I'm the villain here. I don't blink. "I've been watching you bury yourself. And you did a damn good job." She staggers back, heel catching on the tile, and for a second, I think she might collapse. But she doesn't. She rallies, claws out, voice a banshee wail. "You bastard. You think you can just walk away? I made you, I gave you status, a life. You're nothing without me." I almost laugh, but instead, I grab my coat, the one I wore walking home, still damp from the night. "Funny," I say, turning for the door. "I built this life. You just spent it." "Danny, don't you dare," she screams, lunging after me, but I'm already moving, out the door, into the dark, her voice chasing me like a siren. "You can't do this. I'll destroy you." I don't look back. I hear glass shatter, probably that damn whiskey bottle, but I keep walking, the cold biting my face, the cut on my cheek throbbing like a war drum. She's still yelling, words garbled by rage, but they fade as I hit the street. I'm halfway down the block when my phone buzzes. Elena, checking in. "You okay?" she texts. I type back, fingers steady. "Just served her." "It's done." 3 dots blink. Then, "Good. You deserve better." I pocket the phone, keep moving, the night swallowing me whole. "Better? Yeah, maybe. But right now, it's not about better. It's about justice. See, Vanessa doesn't know the half of it. She thinks this is the end, that she'll claw her way back with lawyers and lies. But I've got more, offshore accounts she'll never find, a business humming under a shell she doesn't suspect, a plan so tight she's already lost. Tonight was just the opener, the first domino. She threw that glass, thinking she'd break me, but all she did was hand me the match. And I'm not done burning. I stop at the corner, breath fogging in the air, and glance back. The mansion's lit up, her shadow thrashing behind the curtains like a trapped animal. She's still screaming. I can feel it, even from here. Good. Let her rage. Let her think she's got a shot. Because when I come back, and I will, it won't be to talk. It'll be to finish her. And she won't see it coming till the ground's gone beneath her feet. You ever watch a house of cards collapse? One flick, and the whole damn thing tumbles? That's what it feels like tonight, standing in my mansion, the air thick with cigar smoke and champagne fizz, watching Vanessa's world burn without her even knowing it. 3 weeks since I dropped the divorce papers, 3 weeks of her threats, her lawyer's empty bluster, her thinking she's still gotta play. She's wrong. Tonight, I don't just win. I make it loud. The divorce is final. Paul worked his magic. The prenup held like steel, and the evidence of her cheating with Mark sealed it. She got nothing, not a dime, not a house, not even the damn clothes I bought her. I had them boxed up, every Prada bag and Louboutin heel, and donated to a shelter downtown. Dropped the receipt in her mailbox myself, and signed, of course. Let her figure it out. But that's just the start. Tonight's the real show. I call it a freedom party, invited every mutual friend, every leech who laughed when she threw that wine glass in my face. The mansion's packed, crystal chandeliers glinting, jazz humming through the speakers, waiters weaving with trays of caviar and bourbon. My bourbon, not hers. She's not here, couldn't be, even if she tried, but her ghost is, lurking in every corner of this place I built. I'm in a black suit, sharp as a blade, glass in hand, playing the host while they mill around, oblivious to the bomb I'm about to drop. They're all here, her posse, the ones who cackled that night. There's Trish, all fake tan and giggles, sipping a martini like she owns the place. And Lisa, with her diamond earrings I probably paid for, whispering to some guy in a corner. They think this is just a party, Danny bouncing back, her sap finally free. They don't know I've got a screen rigged in the living room, a little slideshow I've been cooking up with Elena's help. Evidence isn't just for courts. It's for revenge. I wait till the room's buzzing, laughter loud, glasses clinking, then flick the lights down. Hey, everyone, I call, voice cutting through the noise like a knife. Heads turn, eyes glint in the dim. Got something to share. A little story about loyalty. They grin, thinking it's a toast, but I hit the remote, and the screen flares to life. First slide, a photo Vanessa and Mark, tangled up outside his condo, my timestamp glowing in the corner. Gasps ripple out, soft at first, then sharp. Trish's martini pauses mid-sip. Next slide, a screenshot, her text to Mark, he's a wreck. Can't wait to ditch him. Then a voicemail, her voice purring through the speakers. He's nothing now, baby. Just a shell. I crank the volume, let it echo off the marble walls. The room's dead quiet now, forks frozen, mouths open. I flip through more pics of her car at his place, late night calls logged. Every lie she spun while I slept on that damn couch. And the kicker, a grainy shot from the dinner party, wine glass mid-air, her smirk frozen as it flies toward me. I don't say much, just let it play, let them see. This, I finally say, voice low, is who she really is. The screen goes black, and the silence is thicker than the smoke. Then it breaks, whispers, murmurs, Trish muttering, oh my God, like she's shocked. Lisa's the first to speak up, voice shaky. Danny, we didn't know. I cut her off with a look. You laughed, I say, flat and cold. You all did. They squirm, eyes darting, drinks forgotten, and I feel it, that rush, like a predator circling prey. I sip my bourbon, let the burn settle, and watch them scatter, some to the bar, some out the door, tails between their legs. Word'll spread. By morning, Vanessa's name will be mud in every country club and cocktail lounge she ever strutted through. Her friends? Gone. Her status? Ashes. I didn't just take her money. I took her world. Later, the crowd thins, and Elena's there, quiet, steady, sipping a soda by the fireplace. She's been with me through it all. Numbers, plans, late nights at the diner. You okay? She asks, her voice cutting through the haze. I nod, swirl my glass. Better than okay. Feels right. She smiles, small, real, nothing like Vanessa's plastic grins. You're free now, she says. I look at her, those sharp eyes that see through me, and something shifts. Not yet. Not romance, not after this mess. But a spark, maybe. A start. The party's winding down when I hear it. Tires crunching gravel, a car idling out front. I step onto the porch, night air biting my face, and see her Mercedes, her last lifeline, probably borrowed or begged for. She's not in it. Just some guy, maybe Mark, glaring from the driver's seat before peeling off. A message, maybe. A threat. I don't care. She's got nothing left to throw. I head back inside, lock the door, and pour one last drink. The mansion's mine again. Clean, quiet. No trace of her but the echoes I'm erasing. She thought she'd break me. Thought I'd fold when the money ran out. But I didn't fold. I stood up, taller than ever, and tonight, I made sure everyone saw it. Her fall's public now, a spectacle she can't outrun. And me? I'm just getting started. Next day, I hear whispers, her friends cutting ties, her name a punchline. Someone saw her at a dive bar, alone, mascara streaked, yelling into a phone that wouldn't answer. I don't smile, don't need to. It's done. She's out there, scrambling, while I'm here, rebuilding. Elena drops by with coffee, sits with me on the deck. What's next? She asks. I look out at the horizon, sky bruising purple, and feel the weight lift. Everything, I say, everything she never saw coming. But I know Vanessa, know that temper, that pride. She won't go quiet. She'll claw, she'll fight, she'll show up when I least expect it. And when she does, I'll be ready, not with anger, not with hate, but with the coldest truth she'll ever face. She lost. And I'm not looking back. You ever stand on the edge of something new, feeling the ground solid under your feet for the first time in years? That's me today, a year after I torched Vanessa's world, standing in a field under a sky so blue it hurts. The air smells of wildflowers and promise, chairs lined up in rows, white ribbons fluttering in the breeze. I'm in a tux, black, crisp, no blood or wine stains this time, and Elena's walking toward me, her dress simple, her smile real. This isn't just a wedding. It's a line in the sand. A life I'm claiming back. The guests are murmuring, friends, employees, a few stragglers from the old days who stuck around after Vanessa's fall. No sign of her posse, Trish, Lisa, the rest, they're long gone, scattered like rats when the ship sank. Elena reaches me, her hand slipping into mine, warm and steady. The preacher starts, voice rolling over the crowd, but I'm half listening, I scanning the horizon. I've got this itch, like a storm's brewing, like she's out there, waiting. Vanessa doesn't quit easy. I know her too well. The vows come fast, Elena's voice soft, but sure, mine rougher, heavier with everything I've carried to get here. I promise to stand by you, I say, meaning it like I never did with Vanessa. The ring slides on her finger, gold catching the sun, and the crowd claps, light, happy, the sound of a fresh start. We kiss, and it's quiet, real, nothing like the show Vanessa always demanded. For a second, I think maybe I've outrun her. Maybe she's gone for good. Then I hear it, a gasp, sharp and jagged, cutting through the applause. Heads turn, and there she is, Vanessa, staggering up the aisle like a ghost clawing out of a grave. She's a wreck, hair tangled, dressed cheap and wrinkled, eyes wild with something I can't place. Rage? Desperation? Both? The crowd hushes, chairs creaking as people lean forward, hungry for drama. Elena stiffens beside me, her grip tightening, but I don't flinch. I knew she'd come. Deep down, I've been waiting for this. Danny, she yells, voice cracking like glass, same glass she threw at me that night. You can't do this. You can't just erase me. She's lurching closer, heels sinking into the grass, and I see it now, mascara streaking her cheeks, hands trembling. She looks small, broken, nothing like the queen she used to be. The guests whisper, phone slipping out, recording this train wreck. I step forward, put myself between her and Elena, my voice low but steel. You're not welcome here, Vanessa. She stops, chest heaving, and laughs, high, unhinged, like she's losing it right there. Not welcome? After everything? I made you, Danny. I deserve this. She waves at the wedding, the guests, the life I built without her. You think she's better? She jabs a finger at Elena, who doesn't blink, just stands there, calm as stone. She's nothing. You owe me. Everything you have. It's mine. The crowd's buzzing now, shock, disgust, a few muffled laughs. I feel the old anger flare, hot in my chest, but I don't let it loose. Not like that night. This time, I'm in control. I step closer, close enough to smell the cheap wine on her breath, and look her dead in the eye. You had your chance, I say, voice steady, cutting through her chaos. 3 months I tested you, gave you every shot to prove you'd stay. And you didn't. You ran to Mark, spat in my face, through that glass. You failed, Vanessa. This, I gestured to Elena, the wedding, the life she'll never touch. This is what loyalty looks like. Her face twists, rage, then something softer, pleading. She drops to her knees, right there in the dirt, hands clawing at my legs. Please, Danny, she sobs, voice breaking. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'll change, I swear. Don't do this to me. The crowd's silent now, stunned, her tears soaking into the grass. I look down at her, this woman I carried for 10 years, this wreck who thought she could break me, and feel nothing. No pity, no hate. Just done. I pull my leg free, step back, and nod to the security guys I hired, 2 big fellas in black, waiting in the wings. Get her out, I say, flat and final. They move fast, hands on her arms, lifting her as she thrashes. No. Danny, no. You can't. She screams, kicking, clawing, but they're stronger. The guests part, a sea of wide eyes, as she's dragged down the aisle, her wails echoing over the field. I turn to Elena, take her hand again, and say the line I've been holding since that night. If you can't be loyal to me in my low moments, I don't want you close to me on my best days. The crowd murmurs, approval, maybe fear, and Elena squeezes my hand, her eyes saying everything words don't need to. Vanessa's voice fades, cut off by the slam of a car door as security hauls her off. The preacher clears his throat, restarts the ceremony, and we finish it. Rings on, vows sealed, a new chapter locked in place. The applause comes back, louder now, like they're cheering more than just a wedding. They're cheering the end of her. Later, at the reception, tables under string lights, music drifting, I hear whispers. Someone saw Vanessa after, screaming in the parking lot, banned from the grounds. She's lost it, they say. Totally gone. I don't care. I'm dancing with Elena, her head on my shoulder, the weight of the past slipping off like old skin. She looks up, asks, you think she'll try again? I shrug, spin her slow. Let her. She's got nothing left to throw. But I know Vanessa, know that fire, that spite. She's down, not out, and somewhere, she's plotting, clawing for a way back. I'll be ready, not with fists, not with shouts, but with the life I'm building, brick by brick, stronger than she ever was. Tonight, I won. Tomorrow? That's another fight. For now, I hold Elena close, the music swelling, and let the victory sink in. She's gone, and I'm free. You ever sit still long enough to feel the world settle, like the dust after a fight, when the air's clear and you can finally breathe? That's me now, years after Vanessa's last scream, perched on the porch of a house that's mine, really mine, watching my daughter chase fireflies in the yard. She's 3, all giggles and wild curls, a piece of me and Elena stitched together in a way I never thought I'd deserve. The sun's dipping low, painting the sky orange, and I'm holding a coffee, steam curling up like the ghosts I've laid to rest. This is peace. But it took a war to get here. It's been 4 years since the wedding, 4 years since Vanessa crashed it, knees in the dirt, begging like a cornered animal. I can still hear her voice, shrill and broken, clawing at me as security dragged her off. You can't do this, Danny. She'd screamed, like she still had a say. I didn't look back then, didn't flinch, just turned to Elena and sealed the deal. That day felt like a finish line, but I knew she'd never go quiet. Not Vanessa. She'd fester, plot, wait for a crack to slip through. So I stayed sharp, eyes open, even as life bloomed around me. The car wash empire's bigger now, 30 locations, a machine humming under my name, hidden behind shells and trust she never sniffed out. Elena's part of it, runs the numbers, keeps it tight, Her quiet strength, the backbone I didn't know I needed. We built this place too, a ranch house on 10 acres, wood and stone, nothing like the gaudy mansion Vanessa loved. That's gone. Sold it after the divorce, turned the cash into something real. Every nail in this porch is a middle finger to her, a testament to what I made without her claws in my back. I hear rumors sometimes, whispers that drift in like smoke. Vanessa's out there, scraping by, a shadow of the queen she was. Last I heard, she's working some dead-end gig, waitressing, maybe, or peddling junk at a flea market. Lives in a one-room dump, walls thin enough to hear her cursing my name. Her friends? Vanished. Mark? Dumped her when the money dried up, left her spinning in the wreckage I'd rigged. I don't dig for details, don't need to. She's a story people tell now, a cautionary tale swapped over beers. Remember that chick who threw the glass? Lost it all. I don't smile when I hear it. Don't need to. It's enough. Elena steps out, screen door creaking, her hair tied back, hands dusted with flour from whatever she's baking inside. She sits beside me, her shoulder brushing mine, and we watch our girl, Lily, dart through the grass, her laughter a sound I'd trade empires for. You're quiet tonight, Elena says, her voice soft but probing. I sip my coffee, let the heat ground me. Just thinking, I say, about how we got here. She nods, doesn't push, never does. That's her way, steady where Vanessa was a storm. I don't tell her the rest, how I still check the locks some nights, how I keep Paul's number close, just in case. Vanessa's a ghost, sure, but ghosts can haunt. I've seen her shadow once, 2 years back, driving past the old diner where Elena and I planned her downfall. She was there, leaning on a beat-up sedan, staring at nothing. Didn't see me, didn't know I saw her, thinner, hollow, eyes like pits. I kept driving, didn't stop, but it stuck with me. She's out there, breathing, and that's enough to keep me sharp. Lily runs up, hands cupped, a firefly flickering between her fingers. Daddy, look, she chirps, and I lean down, grin breaking through the weight. Caught one, huh? Tough little hunter. She giggles, lets it go, and it blinks off into the dusk. Elena rests her head on my shoulder, and for a minute, it's perfect, simple, clean, the life I clawed back from the edge. But then I hear it, tires on gravel, faint, down the long drive. My gut tightens, old instincts kicking in. I stand, slow, eyes narrowing as a car rolls into view, rusted, coughing smoke, headlights dim. It stops at the gate, engine idling, and I feel Elena tense beside me. Who's that? She whispers. I don't answer, just watch, hands slipping to my pocket where my phone waits. The door creaks open, and there she is, Vanessa, stepping out, a silhouette against the fading light. She's gaunt, hair stringy, but that fire's still in her stance, like a predator too stubborn to die. Danny, she calls, voice hoarse but sharp, cutting through the quiet. Lily freezes, looks up at me, and I nod to Elena. Take her inside, I say, low and firm. Elena scoops Lily up, hurries in, the door slamming shut. I step off the porch, boots crunching, closing the distance. What do you want, Vanessa? I say, loud enough to carry, cold enough to stop her. She sways, clutching the gate, eyes locked on mine. You think you're done with me? She rasps, a laugh bubbling up, cracked and bitter. You think you can just bury me and walk away? I don't flinch, don't blink. You buried yourself, I say. I just watched. Her face twists, fury and ruin, and she lunges at the gate like she'll climb it. I'll take it all back. She screams. You owe me. I pull my phone, dial security, same guys from the wedding, still on call. Gate, I say, and hang up. She's ranting now, curses, threats, promises she can't keep, but I turn, walk back to the porch, her voice fading as tires screech up the drive. They're on her fast, 2 figures hauling her kicking into their truck, her yells swallowed by the night. I don't look. Don't need to. Inside, Elena's waiting, Lily on her lap, eyes wide. She's gone. Elena asks. I nod, sit heavy, pull them close. For good this time, I say, and mean it. The coffee's cold now, but I drink anyway, let the bitterness anchor me. Vanessa's done, out of moves, out of time. I've won, not with fists, not with hate, but with this, a life she can't touch. I step back out later, alone, sky black and star-streaked. Loyalty isn't bought, I mutter, to no one, to her ghost. It's proven. The words hang there, final, as the fireflies blink on. She's nothing now, a memory I don't carry. I've got my family, my empire, my peace. And that's the end of it. And that's where Danny's story ends, for now. Loyalty's a battlefield, isn't it? What would you do? Stand by someone in the dirt, or cut and run when the shine fades? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this story with someone who's earned your trust, or hasn't. Want more tales of grit and reckoning? Hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and join us next time. This is just the beginning. See you soon in our next story.